This invoice is $35. Please enter the amount you will be paying followed by the pound sign. For decimal point, please use the star sign. I just sent you a wallet payment request for the invoice in the amount of 12.33 XRP. Please note, the current market rate is 0.41 XRP per US dollar. If you wait to accept the wallet request, the XRP value may adjust due to current market rate. Thank you for using XRP phone. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Just like that.
Okay, cool. So
I love
now,
it, man. I love it.
What just happened now? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what happened now is actually the XRP was transmitted from the customer sum wallet, and this is real XRP, so I just put like I think $5 in XRP. It's like what 12 something, 12 point sign. And because we had on the back end, on the merchant side, we had the thing set for uphold. That's going to go right to the merchant's uphold account, which is super cool. That being said, if we go to, this is the more important part. If we go to QuickBooks, if I click on Duke's basketball camp, look what just happened. The balance went down to $30, and it shows that it was paid on the 25th for $5 using, guess what, XRP. And if I click on the thing where it says view payment, I can see here that it's showing that the payment method is XRP. It's not using Visa. It's not using MasterCard. We're going all out, guys. This is what it is. This is a real thing you can use. So I just used XRP, which is, I'm assuming it's a currency. I'd say that's what it is to me. It's a virtual currency. And you can see also, if I move this over, that there's a memo, and it's showing that I paid 12.33 XRP via XR phone. And it includes the
And you guys see it right there. They paid that with XRP. XRP is a currency, not a security, family. So 650 million XRP moved by Ripple and Annan Wales. Some lumps carried 130 to 210 million XRP. For the new investors, for the new viewers that is watching my channel, and you guys don't know where to get XRP, down in the description link down below, I have a link to Uphold where you can purchase XRP, baby. So XRP, a lot of people are buying it. Don't get fooled by the prices. You get what I'm saying? So 650.2 million XRP was wired. Per several recent tweets posted by Well Alert, a total of 650 million XRP has been moved by various senders. The aforementioned amount of crypto has been sent in 7 transactions. That is equivalent to $251,293,000. The largest transfers moved astounding amounts from 130 million to 210 million XRP. Ripple crypto giant was also spotted among the senders. A 210 million was sent from a wallet which was set up by Ripple. This gigantic amount of XRP worth 83 million was moved to another wallet that belongs to Ripple Labs family. So if you guys know, if you guys hold XRP, you guys hold XLM, you guys hold Yeti, you guys hold Dogelon, you guys definitely hold GOPX. We're going past the moon again, family. So as today, this just happened, about like 10 minutes ago. Caribbean islands, Dubai, Mumbai, Bitcoin Cash adoption continues to swell worldwide. Okay, Bitcoin Cash supporters are known for spreading adoption over the years, and 2022 is no different. This year, the peer-to-peer cryptocurrency Bitcoin Cash has seen significant adoption throughout the islands of the Caribbean, alongside places like Dubai and Mumbai. So as you see, a lot of countries and islands, they are accepting the adoption of cryptocurrency. As you guys can see on the map right here, these are all of the islands that are accepting the adoption of cryptocurrency. So, as what they say here, as of today, Dominica, Bitcoin Cash tried today. Antigua, BVI, Barbados, Bahamas, Caribbean, Grenada, Guyana, London, Trinidad. They are all accepting digital assets, family. The adoption is very near. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash has been gaining significant adoption in the Caribbean dual island nation of St. Kitts and Nevis, as the region has a total of 159 merchants that accept Bitcoin Cash. According to mapbitcoin.com, last month, Club Dubai in St. Kitts revealed it accepts Bitcoin Cash payments, and KFC in St. Kitts has adopted Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is also accepted at Burger King, St. Kitts, and the island's Panda Supermarket accepts Bitcoin Cash. Family, the world is nearing for adoption. Do you see how the gas prices and everything is going up? There's going to be a lot of people poor, and it's sad to say because not everybody have the education of knowing digital assets or learning about it. They're just looking at the present and looking at now. What can they do now? And that's the wrong state of mind. You have to look for the future, not at the present of the where you are at right now. So if you guys were interested in Yeti Coin, this is their app, their site right here, YetiCoinETH.com. You could join their Telegram, buy Yeti, and buy their NFTs as well, turning doubters into believers, family. I'm telling you guys, with this whole move to earn app, you're gaining passive income. So for those who are talking about, can we buy cryptocurrency for our 401ks and whatnot? You see, right now, as of today, Labor Department sued for opposing crypto in retirement accounts. Why they do that? Because they don't want people who work for the government. What I mean by government, bus drivers, the postal service, and so on. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for the city, we use our most people put their money in their retirement account. So once they retire, they should have a little money coming out. But again, with putting cryptocurrency in retirement accounts, family, that's a major leap into the future because, as you know, cryptocurrency markets is volatile and it does not stay at the same price. Today you could buy it for $1, tomorrow it could be 20. You know, a lot of these NBA players, NFL players, a lot of these celebrities, they are accepting their payments into cryptocurrency because the dollar that we hold is right now is valuable, of course. You could take your dollar or $100 bill and go somewhere with it and buy things with it. But if you think outside of the country, our dollar does not have that same buying power how it used to be. It's decreasing year by year. So let me get down to this. Crypto's legitimacy. Regarding the ERISA, the company argues that it does not deem any asset to be presumptively imprudent, nor does it mandate paternalism regarding participant investments. Cryptocurrency is a widely accepted asset class, stated the complaint. Tens of millions of Americans have included it in their portfolios, as have some of the nation's largest institutional investors, including Harvard University's endowment. So, as you guys see, there tens of millions of Americans have invested into digital assets and put that in their portfolios and their retirement accounts because they want to become wealthy. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is like this: when you go ahead and purchase a ledger or whatnot, that ledger is your retirement account, your 401k. Everything is in there. You do your own investing. Don't let your job or these stocks invest for you, and you need a mutual fund and all that. Like, it's crazy. You're only gaining certain percentages. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make sense. So that's what's going on right now. And you guys know in the beginning of the year, Joe Biden, he already came out and started speaking about why why cryptocurrency has to be regulated, because they are ready. They don't want China to be the first, like the global leader of everything. They want United States to stay the same. We are the most powerful country in the world, as what they want us to believe. But honestly, it's not that. You have to stay woke. You have to understand what's going on around your surroundings. Look at the situations around you, how people are, acting. They're more depressed. Their mental is not really there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are struggling financially and just want a way out. Now, if you hold GOPX, and this is why I also speak about GOPX, is the reason why, this is a loophole. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I did miss out on the $20 buy-in. You know what I'm saying? But when it was at $100, I did buy in as much as I could, and I am reaping the rewards of that. Not to speak on it like highly, but it's honest, it's the honest truth. This is a gold mine. We know XRP is definitely a gold mine. We know XLM and we know Yeti and Dogelon, but those digital assets are still in a volatile market. Now, don't let what you see on Bitmark like mess with your mind or your mental. You got to stay focused. You understand what Alex Slocum was talking about and what is a smart contract. It's very important of knowing what is a smart contract. So a lot of these exchanges has to abide to that smart contract. So that's why they're coming out with their own exchange, and we are going to be very, very wealthy. And it's just sad to see, you know, a lot of people are not able to see it because they got scammed so much. They invested into the wrong investments, and not really, they think they know what they're investing in, but they really don't understand it. So you have to understand what you invest in, not just put your money there. So basically, where I'm coming from is this: crypto firm says thousands of digital currencies will collapse. Compare market to early.com days. So, as what I've been saying for the past, a couple of months, these assets that you guys invest in, that doesn't make sense. If you invested thousands of dollars in there and it has no utility, no real utility, you don't see it anywhere. Like, it's going in the trash can. I'm gonna be blunt about that. I don't want you guys thinking that, oh my God, I'm gonna make so much money, and I bought this token at this such a price, and yes, the price looks good and it's very cheap. You obtain millions or even billions of that token, but what does that token obtain? Does it has real utility? Can it, solve problems around the world? Like, basically, I'm gonna give you an example. Tokens like Yeti Coin. Yeti Coin, it does solve problems in the world. It's trying to help. It's a fitness and health coin where they're definitely their app is coming out, Move to Earn. So it's like it's getting people off their feet to work out and also earn passive income. Okay, they're partnered with a lot of people. Now, what I mean by a lot of people is high people in high places that have their name stamped behind Yeti. And just like Dogal on Mars, it's a very, very great coin. You can buy that off of crypto.com, Gemini, and so on. I'll get into that later. But not just with Methuselah Foundation, but in longevity. Who does not want to live longer? I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of people do wish to live longer. They want to live longer. And with science and health, that's here to stay. It's forever going to evolve. So that's where you have to have that mindset. Dogal on Mars is going to run up. So those are the two digital assets I just spoke about. That's very cheap, but has real utility. But when you go to these other assets that I'm gonna give you an example, it says come rocket, and okay, so what utility does that have? It can have a white paper, but what does it do? What problems does it solve? And they'll just make any type of white paper just to make it look good, and it doesn't solve anything. And those are the type of assets that will crash. There was people what a year ago, 2 years ago, who invested into some Squid Game coin. A lot of people put thousands of dollars in there, and then all of a sudden it plopped to zero. A lot of people lost their money. So you have to be aware of what digital assets that you do hold. There are more than 19,000 cryptocurrencies in existence and dozens of blockchain platforms that exist. Several cryptocurrency industry players told CNBC that thousands of digital tokens are likely to collapse while the number of blockchains in existence will also fall over the coming years. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of cross-border blockchain payments company Ripple, said there is likely to be scores of cryptocurrencies that remain in the future. Okay. Several cryptocurrency industry players have told CNBC that thousands of digital tokens are likely to collapse while the number of blockchains in existence will also fall over the coming years. All right. A blockchain platform such as Ethereum is the underlying technology that many of these different cryptocurrencies are built on. Okay. So if you guys know about the whole what do you call it? Binance smart contracts. A lot of a lot of digital assets that are created on there are really rug pulls. What I mean by rug pull is they'll pump it up, they make it seem good. That's where all the scammers go. Scammers definitely go on to Binance smart contracts because you really don't have to put that much money up to just start a digital asset. So that's where they get a lot of people, and a lot of people lose a lot of money because they got scammed. They bought into a coin thinking that something and their money was taken away. So it really did lost a lot of interest in other new retail investors who came into the space thinking this digital asset was great, but really it wasn't. So on the Ethereum smart contract, it is very hard to get scammed or rug pulled on the smart contract for the Ethereum network. The reason why is you got to spend at least $40,000, at least $40,000 just to start up a digital asset to have it running on the Ethereum smart contract. It could be more, but there's no way that you're able to rug pull when you locked away $40,000. That's the least. $40,000. So you have to really understand what assets are you really playing with. Now, scammers could get smart and say, "Hey, we got 40,000 that we could just throw away and just have people buy into it." But just be cautious. One of the effects of what we've seen last week with the Terra issue is we're at the stage where basically there are far too many blockchains out there, too many tokens, and that's confusing users. And that's also bringing some risk for the users. Bertrand Perez, CEO of the Web3 Foundation, told CNBC at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland last week. Like at the beginning of the internet, you were having lots of .com companies, and lots of them were scams and were not bringing any value, and all that got cleared. And now we have very useful and legit companies. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of cross-border blockchain payments company Ripple, said there is likely to be scores of cryptocurrencies that remain in the future. I think there's a question about whether or not we need 19,000 new currencies today. In the fiat world, there may be 180 currencies, at least only 180 currencies, family. So I want you guys to, understand what you hold, why I don't invest into the stock market, because it's controlled by the government. The feds run it. It's manipulated. Of course, the exchanges are manipulated by the trading bots, but we can't stop that. But it's not going to stop the outcome of where we are going to become. We are going to have generational wealth. We're the new pioneers, and a lot of people wish that they have started into this journey. And again, if you guys watching, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. But again, this is my documentary. All the videos that you see from all the way back, this is my documentary of my generational wealth. I'm going to become wealthy, family. And if you guys have been following me on this journey, day by day, understanding, learning, you are going to have generational wealth. You are going to experience so much knowledge of knowing what digital assets to invest in and what not to invest in.
Talking about here is I don't have any stocks or bonds or mutual funds. I don't have dollars. I use debt. I use everything they tell me not to do. You know, this here it's a U.S. gold eagle. This is money.
Right.
God's money. This here is a silver eagle. God's money. I started a gold mine in China, which they took because of criminals. And then I started a silver mine in Argentina, which I still have. But the only stocks I have are stocks that I created. I am a capitalist. I am an entrepreneur. I don't mess with Wall Street. I don't mess with the banks. And I don't save money. You see, this you remember here is what people work for. Oh, excuse me. It's a Zimbabwe dollar. It's 10 million Zimbabwe dollars. And you know, there's people who will still work for this piece of crap rather than this here. They would rather, you know, every stupid school teacher I know will work for this. And that's what they teach you to work for, is this piece of trash. It's in that mantra that sits between your left ear and your right ear that they hold you prisoner. I'm not in favor of gold, silver, or Bitcoin. I'm against the Fed, the Treasury, and that criminal operation. And so if you have a criminal operation going on, how do you not participate? Well, that's when you go to gold, silver, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. I want to get off that IV line that comes from the banks, from the teachers, from the government, and from Wall Street. I own no allegiance to them. They cannot cut me off. My money is kept outside of America. They can come after me if they want, but I'll run. I will not put up with it. I am a U.S. Marine. I fought in Vietnam twice. I fought for our freedom. And it makes me sick. Just makes me sick that Wall Street and Silicon Valley will join forces with Karl Marx, Adolf Hitler, who else? Mao Zedong, Stalin, and Lenin. And our schools do not teach the philosophies of Marx, Lenin, those criminals. That's why rule number one, lesson number one in Rich Dad Poor Dad is rich don't work for money. Because this is what every school teacher is telling you to work for. How do you spell Zimbabwe? You know, this is the US dollar. Biden is going to print, I think, 7 trillion of these fake Zimbabwe. Oh, it could be US. It could be pound. It could be euro. It could be francs. It doesn't make any difference. They're printing this garbage. But they teach you nothing about money at school. And then when guys like you and I speak up, they come after us. But the way they get us is your paycheck is like an IV unit. You know, you're sitting there on this IV thing going in your arm. And they say, if you open your mouth, we'll cut the tubes.
I'm doing my best to warn people that I've seen this rodeo before. It was in real estate and was all this stock and that stock. It was the .com company, you know, pets.com, which disappeared, and all of this stuff. And I'm being promoted all the time. I want you to endorse this coin. This friend of mine wanted me to endorse a coin. And I'm going, you've got to be kidding me. So she and I are no longer friends. It's not to promote anything, but the idea of understanding what's good and what's bad about something. So how does a person find out more? I mean, so for somebody like me, it's best I not get into it because I'm not tech savvy at all.
Bitcoin will go to 1.2 million. But he says 1.2 million. Max Kaiser says 250,000. Some guys say, 100,000. I watch silver. I think silver will go to 100. If silver goes to 100, I make a lot of money. It doesn't make any difference. There's so many ways you can get rich in a capitalist society, but the moment we go to this here, we've lost. So I don't know what the future holds, but I think this is where we're going. So if this happens, my gold and silver are not in this country. I love Bitcoin because it's portable, no storage problems. Bitcoin boom beating gold and silver. What does that mean? It means you better buy as much as you can now. The train is moving, the dollar is dying, silver is still affordable for everyone. And as the dollar crashes, what counts is not price, but how many coins of gold, silver, or Bitcoin do you own? So that's why I'm very bullish, I'm very optimistic about Bitcoin, because there's going to be chaos for the next 10 years. And Bitcoin will go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Ethereum will go up and down, blockchain will go up and down. And then they're going to try and put guys like me in jail. So I don't save dollars because I don't trust the US dollar. And I just save gold and silver and recently Bitcoin. And the reason is because of 1971, when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard, the dollar became fake. You know, they printed more money in 2020 than they did in the first 200 years of our country. And still people are saving dollars. You should be buying some gold, some silver, and if you can afford it, Bitcoin. Silver today is a bargain. I mean, today is around November 15th, I think, or whatever it is. And I can buy a silver eagle for about $30. And everybody in the world can afford $30. But the average person has been conditioned to think about paper, fake money, fake dollars. At the same time, they're printing as much money as they possibly can. They give it to their rich friends. They don't give it to us. And then they print it and interest rates keep going down. So look at this here. Silver was $2. It hit $50 here when the Hunt brothers were trying to manipulate the gold market. And even today, it's only 27, but you can't get any. You can't get any because they're manipulating it. They're trying to force it higher. Well, I'll say it one more time. This is how much opportunity you have, and that's gold, silver, and crypto. It's not that big. Gold is a good investment because the Fed, all the central banks in the world now own gold. So they're not going to let gold crash. They'll do something to make sure the price of gold stays up. So I don't like stocks, but I like gold. Silver is getting more valuable because gold, all the gold never disappears. It just keeps piling up. But silver is being used in the Green New Deal, in solar cells, in medical things. So I like silver. And if you can see back here, and you can make more money planting apple trees. So, or water, like that deal I was talking about. Right? So here's stocks. The government will make sure it doesn't crash. Gold will not crash. But crypto could. You know why? Because the Fed doesn't want it. Because the reason I like crypto, the reason I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that stuff is I don't like the Fed. When I talk to most of the young guys, they don't like the Fed either. But the problem is, and this is why you've got to be smarter, is that the Fed wants to take this out. The European Central Bank, the ECB, wants to take it out. The Bank of Japan wants to take it out. The Bank of China wants to take it out. So that's why you crypto guys, you've got to be smarter today. You see, this is gold. This is real security. It's God's money. So is silver. And so is Bitcoin due to the blockchain technology. I'm not saying buy any of this stuff. I'm just telling you why I own this. So this is real money. I mean, I can travel anywhere in the world. Its value goes up and down as it's manipulated, and I can spend it. But what this is, the Zimbabwe dollar, is fake money. And the only way this comes into existence is an entrepreneur like me creates an asset. You know, Rich Dad Poor Dad is about assets versus liabilities. So I go into BlackRock and I say, guess what? I have a startup here. You know, I mean, Tesla or something. And Tesla is now $1 trillion company. But what happens if GM, and you know, Biden doesn't like Tesla, I can tell, because he doesn't recommend them. I'm not in the game. I'm not in that dogfight. But let's say that GM comes out with an electric car that you can buy for $2. Tesla's toast. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so much of the stock market is based upon the valuation of a company like Tesla, or like the earlier thing, you know, Netflix or Blockbuster Video. So much of it is you don't know what's called the counterparty to it. The only counterparty to this is God. God made this. And silver, God made this. And the Bitcoin is blockchain. That's what gives Ethereum and blockchain. So some people ask me, I'm Satoshi, I said, no, I don't speak Japanese. But I don't know anything about blockchain, but I just don't trust this. I don't trust the US dollar. I don't trust the Fed. I don't trust the Treasury investor asset. But what they're doing is they're creating what I call a fake asset. For your generation, this could be the biggest opportunity you'll ever see. If you look at what happened with the fake central bank, see, the purpose of the central bank or the Fed or all, you know, the Japanese bank, the Bank of Japan, or the European Central Bank, they pump out fake money. The purpose of central banks like the Fed is to protect the banks, not you. So I would recommend you guys buy this stuff. Don't save government money, because they're corrupt as hell, as you know. Save God's money. So this is God's money. This is auto gold. So today, that's spot today is around $1,600 US. But I'd rather have this. So you look at why silver could be our best investment of all. Look at what's happening. Silver demand is getting higher. Okay. Silver fabrication demand in China is at record high. You look at this whole thing in 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. It never stopped. Even though the world economy nearly crashed, demand for silver kept going up because silver is an industrial metal. It's used in industry. This thing is only saved. Okay. So in 1972, when I was flying behind enemy lines, I bought my first gold coin in Hong Kong. It was a Krugerrand, South African Krugerrand. It cost me $50. Today, that same coin is worth about $1,500. No, it's worth about $1,800 now. Did the Krugerrand get bigger?
On November 8th, I announced that when Mr. Trump, whether you love him or hate him, this was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II. See, I know what he was going to do. I know what he's going to do now. And he hasn't even got started. Now, what are you going to tell your kids and your grandkids 25 years from now when they say, gee, Daddy, gee, Grandpa, what were you doing other than having your thumb up your big fucking ass during the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of the world? What were you fucking doing? Fuck all, nothing. That's what most of you will tell them, your grandchildren and your children. It's never going to get any better than this, kids. This is the, as I said on YouTube, the eye of the perfect motherfucking storm. This is it. I never thought I'd live to see it again. This is going to make the 80s look like a nursery rhyme, which I praise Allah, praise Buddha, praise God. I participated in slashing and raping everybody in the 80s, legally. This is going to make that look like a fucking nursery rhyme. And what are you going to tell your kids? Oh, I had to spreadsheet it. I had to think about it.